Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to learn about protein ligand docking, and we will learn how we can dock multiple ligand with a receptor or a specific protein in VINA through command line or in Unix or Linux. And first of all, for the protein ligand docking, we'll have to prepare our protein or receptor, and specifically when you dock your protein in Autodock VINA, your protein should be in the PDBQT format, and ligand should also be in the same format. So before going to proceed the docking through command line in Unix or Linux, we'll have to prepare our protein in Autodock tool. We can prepare our protein in Autodock tool or in OpenBabel or in Chimera as well. So I'll tell you how you will prepare your protein for the docking in by using the Autodock tool. And first of all, you will click on the file and then the read molecule, and then you will have to select the folder. Like I have selected user slash muzammil slash documents slash tutorial because my protein and the ligand that is present in this specific folder. So I'll have to give the path over there, and then I'll have to select the receptant. I have named the receptor as REC receptor dot PDBQT. Let's suppose if you have your protein in the PDB, so you will have to convert it, or you will have to change the format in PDBQT. I'll tell you how we can change the format by using the OpenBabel. But first of all, I would like to tell you about the protein which is already present in the PDBQT format, how you will prepare it for the docking. So select here your protein and open it. So it will appear in this GUI of the Autodock. It is taking some time. Let it to load over here, and that is necessary because when you download the protein from any website or server, so before going to dock your protein with any ligand, it is important to prepare it. So first of all, you will have to delete the water molecule because when you will download the protein from the PDB or any other website, they may contain the water molecule or het atom or some other things, metal ion, and so on. So you will have to delete first all these things. So first of all, we will delete the water molecule like this, and then we will have to add the hydrogens. You may so we can add the hydrogen by like this. You can add hydrogen according to your need. So why you are going to dock your ligand with the protein, or what sort of hydrogen you need. So in our case, we will do with the polar only, and then okay. So hydrogen will be added in this protein. So it will be shown over here 100% you have added the hydrogen and deleted the water molecule. And then you will click on the file and go to the save, and then write PDBQT, or you will save it into the specific folder. So I have already saved it, so therefore I won't save it again. And the same thing you will do with the with your ligand. And after the preparation of the ligand, you will have to add the charges as well, and that will also according to your need. And I would recommend to add these charges to the ligand when you will prepare that. Okay, so after that, when you will prepare your protein, as well as your ligand, and then the next thing will be to make the grid. So by making grid, you will have to open the macromolecules, the same molecule which you have prepared, and open it like this. Okay, it is reading the macromolecules which we have prepared for the docking. You can also make grid in some other tools like Chimera. Chimera is a very good tool. You can in Chimera you can also make the grid as well. So when you will add your molecule in the Autodock, then go to the grid box, and then like this there will be a grid appear. Like this is, I'm changing the dimensions of it, and you can change the dimension of the grid accordingly where your already the ligand which is already bound to your protein. According to that, you will have to change the grid around the already bound ligand like this. So this is a grid. You can change the size as well of this grid, and then you can set the dimensions. So in this way your grid will be prepared. It means you want to dock the library of the ligand in this place. So when you will do this, you will have to note these dimensions. Note down these dimensions. These will be important when you will dock your ligand with the receptors. So like I have noted the center of X, Y and Z, and against the size. So you will have to note all these dimensions, or you can save it like this. These dimension can be saved directly by going to file, and you can save these dimension as well, or in either way you can manually type into the config.txt file. What is config.txt file? That is the file which will be used while you are going to dock your receptor with the ligand in command line. So while doing all these things, your ligand is prepared, your protein is prepared as well. So then you will dock your receptor with the ligands. And the next thing is you will have to prepare the config.txt file in the this is the format. It is easily available on the website. You can download it from anywhere, or you can manually type it like that. First thing, the receptor is equal to the name of the molecule which you have prepared, the name of the receptor which you have prepared. In our case it is rec.pdbqt. And the next thing is the ligand. Then you will add the name of the ligand over here. But in our case we are going to dock a multiple ligand library in Autodock Vina. So when you will download a multiple ligand library, so the file you will be able to download that maybe in the PDB format, or that maybe in the SDF format. So it means like this. I have downloaded this file lig.sdf, and it is composed of 43 ligands. 43 ligands are present in this file. So I'll have to change the format first of this ligand library in the PDBQT, and then I'll be able to dock it with the receptor. So how I'll convert this compressed library into PDBQT? For this I recommend to use the uh, terminal or OpenBabel. So when you will when you will convert it, so go to the terminal and type this OBabel. In my case, when I use the Unix, so you will have to give the command OpenBabel or OBabel, or that if you are using the window, I think that will be change like simple Babel or OpenBabel. So in case of Unix or Linux, your command will be started from the OpenBabel or sorry, OBabel. Okay, after this you will have to put -i. -i means the input file, the format of the input file. So in our case the format is SDF. This is our folder in which the ligand file is present, and that is in SDF format. So you will have to give the first input format in which you have the library. So I will type SDF, and then the name of the file. The name of the file is, in our case, that is lig.sdf. So in the next it is the next format is the output format, that is represented by -o. -o means the output format. In our case we need the PDBQT, so that is PDBQT, then -o, and remember this -o is in capital form, in the caps letter. So -o, and then you will have to give the name with the format. So in our case we will give the name n lig underscore ligand underscore 16. So why I am going to give this name, I'll tell you later. So this is the output name. This is the output name. When you will give this, so like I am giving this name, or for very simply you can give all underscore lig. So we are giving this name all underscore lig as our output file. So when I will enter this command, there's some problem. ISDF, sorry, okay. So there is the problem in the command. So it is important, if you will not care about the command, there may be problems. So what was the problem? The problem was I didn't give the correct name, like therefore it is given 0 molecules converted. So the OpenBabel did not convert any molecule in the PDBQT format because the given name was wrong. There is no file lig SDF. The dot was not present in this. So again I have put the dot over here, and then I'll press the enter. So now we are waiting for the results. So it will tell you how many molecules or ligand are present in your library. Like now it is showing 43 molecules are converted into the PDBQT format. Okay, so now we have prepared a receptor, we have prepared the library, or we have converted the library into PDBQT format, and now we are going to dock all these 43 molecules to our receptor which we have prepared. So for this, first of all, we'll have to split all these molecules. We have to split all these molecules, like 43 molecules are converted in this file. The output file is all underscore lick.pdbqt. So I'll have to split this file so that we can get individual molecules. So for this, we have a command like this: vina underscore split minus minus input, and then the name of the molecule of the converted molecule which we want to split it. So in our case, it is all underscore lick. So I'll give this name, all underscore lick. So when I'll enter it, yes, oh my god. So this, there are now all these molecules are present. So you will get all the molecules individually over here. Okay, it is very important when you will dock your molecule, the two file, that is vina and vina split, should be present in the directory where you are going to dock your receptor and the ligand. So the next is, you will have to you prepared the config.txt file, and in config.txt file we have put the name of the receptor, the name of the ligand, the dimensions, and the out is equal to result dot pdb. It means we want the result in PDB format, or you can put here PDBQT or etc. So the output result, it means the dock complexes will be given in this format. Okay, so there is something important. The ligand, the name of the ligand which is mentioned in the config file, that is nlig underscore. Okay, I'm just clearing it, ignore the spellings. Okay, so the name of the ligand is capital Nlig underscore ligand underscore star dot pdbqt. But in our case, we selected the name like all underscore lig. So we will convert the name accordingly. That is all underscore lig underscore. Two sterics are representing the number of ligand in 2 digits. Like if you have a digit from 10 to 99, so you will have to put 2 steric. If your number of molecules are in hundreds, so in 3 digits, so you will have to put 3 sterics, or in 4 digits, then you will have to put the 4 sterics. So in our case, they are 2 digits, so we have put the 2 sterics over here. So we will make it safe. Okay, it is safe again. Okay, so now the next thing is, for the multiple ligand docking, there is another file that is run underscore vina dot sh. So it will also be available in, okay, I'm just going to zoom it. It will be available online. You can download it, or you can just type it by yourself in the WordPad, or ignore. Okay, so this format is important for the multiple ligand, to dock the multiple ligand with the receptor. So this file is very important. So in this, you will have to change the name of the ligand only, and then nothing will be changed. Okay, So output is pdb dot output is in our in our when we were preparing the config.txt file. So this should be prepared according to config.txt file. Like the name of the ligand is here, all lig dot all lig underscore all underscore lig underscore to sterics and then pdbqt. So we will have to change the name over here. The same the same feature should be used which we have used in the config.txt file. Okay, these are changed. Now I'll going to save it. You can write it by yourself if you don't have this file. It is not a big task, you can easily write it. Okay, so now I'll again will use the terminal, and the first thing is you will have to set the directory in terminal as well by this is very basic, by typing the cd. The my directory or my folder is present in the documents by name of tutorial. So I type cd, then documents, then slash tutorial. So I'm present in my directory. So you will work in this directory by going through command line to this directory. Okay, so we have what we have done so far. We have prepared our protein by adding by deleting the water molecule or hydrogen atom, or by adding the hydrogen as well. And then we have prepared our ligand library, and then we have converted our ligand library to pdbqt format by using OpenBabel. I have installed OpenBabel in my system as already, or I have installed it through command line as well. OpenBabel can be used by GUI interface as well, but I prefer to use it through command line. So I have installed already OpenBabel in my system, and if you don't have OpenBabel, you will have to download it or install it. Then you can work through command line as well. So Autodoc Veena can also be downloaded or installed by their official website, that is veenascripts.edu /download etc. So this page will be open and you will download accordingly according to your system. If you have Windows, you can download this. If you have Linux, you can download this one. If you have Mac 64 beta version or 32-bit version, so you can download accordingly. I have already done all these things, and now I'll have to dock all the multiple ligand through the receptor. So this is the last step to dock the multiple ligand. So I'll use this command. Sometime this bash is not required, but in my case this bash is required. So I put the bash command, then space, then this command. This command is important. Dot /_ veena.sh. That is exact the file name which we have downloaded or we have prepared. This file name, this file name is _run_veena.sh. So I'll give this file name by only typing the dot and /. But sometime this is the genuine command without the bash, but in my case it does not pick like this. Permission denied, because there is some problem in Mac OS system. So I'll put the bash command and then I'll just enter it. Okay, so now the game is on. I have 8 CPUs in my system. It have detected 8 CPUs, and then the docking is start. So now just look at the folder as well. What is happening over here? Okay, when I just put the command, there is the folder. The folder is formed over here by the name ligand 1. When it will be completed, it is 0%, and it will complete it to 100%, and then this is the ligand 1, and then there will be ligand 2. When the ligand 2 will be started, so there will be another folder formed in your directory that the name will be all underscore lig underscore ligand underscore 02, and then 03, and then 04, and then 06, and so on up to your complete library. So it is taking some time, but this is the normal procedure or normal way in which you can dock a multiple ligand library in your through Autodock Vina by command line. So it is taking some time. I'll quickly show you to the results how it shows the result. I have this folder urease, or you're seeing that there are compound all compound lig 1, all compound lig 2, ligand 2, ligand 3. Such folder will be formed over here. So if let's suppose I have another file of the with different name, like we had the name of the file that was nlig underscore ligand 01. There is the folder will be formed, and you will have such results. When you will open this folder and click on the log.txt, so you will get these results. This is complex 1, this is complex 2, complex 3 with minus 4.9 kilojoule kilocalories per mole, that is the energy. And the next folder, so you will have many like all such folders. If you have 44 molecules, so you will have 44 such folders in which you will have the output file. Output file will have your protein plus ligand complex, and the log.txt file will have the details of the binding energy or binding affinity. So this is the all about the multiple ligand docking by using the Autodock Vina. If you have some queries or you have some questions regarding the multiple ligand docking through by the command line using Autodock Vina, so you can comment, or you can give your suggestion as well. And if you want to get some other information regarding the docking, comment and comment in the comment section, so we will try to record the video accordingly on some other docking software, like we can dock our ligand in Chimera as well, and we can dock our ligand in Glide or Gold or any other software. So this time it is completed, the multiple ligand docking in Autodock Vina. Bye bye.